Welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about Shelley Miscavige. Now this is the Scientology, look at that. That's like its own little village, which its leader is David Miscavige. She came up missing, and according to her father-in-law, who got away from this group, that she'll never be free. Well, she's been missing since 2007. It's been more than a decade. And she's never been seen alive or in public. And the last people to see Shelley alive all agree that she vanished in disturbing circumstances 13 years ago. This was back in 2019. Many members of the highly secretive church allege that Shelley's husband would be one of the few people to know where she was. She was the high priestess of Scientology. A new investigation by 60 Minutes current affairs program traveled to the U.S. to the gates of Scientology's most secure compound to ask, where is she? The church had previously claimed Miscavige has gone to ground, working behind the scenes, while her husband runs things publicly. Others, including Shelley's former friend Lee Remini, fear for her safety. Ron Miscavige, the father of David and was a member of Scientology for 42 years, is terrified for his daughter-in-law. She'll never be free, he told 60 Minutes. The church, in its response to the program, said the show was passing off fiction and gossip as truth. It's alleged that Shelley was locked away by her husband more than a decade ago, less than a year after the high-profile wedding of Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes in 2005. Through tears, Ron admits it would be easy for the church to have done exactly that. I know it's difficult to believe, but the worst thing about this is I'm telling you the truth, he said. Yeah, this is pretty sad. She has no hopes whatsoever of getting into the good graces of Dave or going free. Ron left the church in 2012 and was cut off by Scientology and his entire family because of it. I feel grief because I lost my family. It's like they're dead, he said. They're gone. My 2 daughters, my grandchildren. Mike Rinder, an Aussie and Scientology's former special affairs director, said the church has left hundreds of families broken. If there's one thing that is the common thread that we see throughout the stories of Scientology, it's broken families and destroyed families, Rinder tells the program. He spoke to Shelley in 2005 and she expressed concerns to him about the church, but a month later she vanished. Tony Ortega, longtime critic and former member of Scientology, has spent years investigating the church. The reporter claims Shelley's final moment of freedom came in mid-2005, not long after the high priestess reportedly completed admin work without her husband's approval. He just blows his stacks, and I've got eyewitnesses for this, Ortega told 60 Minutes. He had the biggest temper tantrum of all time, and a week later, she vanished. Here he is, the husband, and this is going to be interesting to pull cards on. Of course, this is for entertainment purposes only, not based upon factual evidence. Let's go ahead and get, like my murder mystery cases, not saying this is one, but I'm going to start with my Haunted House Tarot, which is kind of my go-to deck for missing, unreported crime things. So let's go ahead and say, what exactly happened to Shelley the minute she went disappearing? That's what I want to know about. She was praying. She was praying. Praying hard. Oh, shit. Here's the cult. And the cult's leaders came after her. They came after her. This is creepy. This is really, really creepy. I'm asking if she had children. because the person in there is holding a child. So I'm not sure. I can't find it right away. But it is very strange that here you have the cult and they're surrounding her. The thing that bothers me the most, and I'm just saying alleged, is she's in a cemetery. I mean, she's in a cemetery. That bothers me, that part of the card. So the cult surrounded her. Oh, boy. And she was trying to push the cult back. They did some kind of weird, evil thing on her. Oh, my God. She could have been locked, like, literally in a prison. This is her alone. And this is Queen of Wands, which she was called the High Priestess. So here she is. She could have been locked up. Locked up. Because he had to have total control. He had to have total control. Shit! Sorry. This does not look good. I'm going to get my go-to deck out. All right. Universal weight. This is very creepy. It's creeping me out. I don't like this at all, what I'm seeing. Will you please tell me what happened to Shelley Miscavige? So they were observing her. She was being observed. Oh, they pulled some sneaky shit. They stole her away. They stole her away. And they felt like they succeeded in it. Like they were successful in getting their group, key members of their group, to agree to it. This is the Fool. So they thought that she made the group look foolish or something. He thought that she made the group look foolish. And they did put her in a prison, the devil. They did put her in a prison for sure. Oh, shit. Why did they not? You cannot tell me that a thorough investigation revealed that she was fine. You're not going to ever convince me of that. I don't know if the police are just afraid, but they had to keep their mouth shut. I think they were threatened. Anybody who threatened to say something, keep your mouth shut. This is a very powerful group. A very powerful group. And she didn't deserve this. Here she is with the crown. She was very creative. She was beautiful. She was wonderful. Here she is again, the High Priestess. She had worked her way up to quite a bit of power in the universe. She was stepping into something new. And then it struck her suddenly. She was kind of unprepared. 2 different shoes on. And man, is this ever accurate. The husband, David, had a temper fit. He had a temper fit. And that's the Knight of Swords. He went right to action. And he had help. He wasn't the only one that did along. He sent other people to work on this. Yikes. Ace of Wands. I don't want to claim that she's dead, but I almost... I just want to pull some random cards from some other decks. Oh, 2 cards came out. This is she was in a complex, and they treated her like a caged animal. They treated her. Oh shit! Why is that hand there? There's a hand laying on the ground. God damn it. That's the big compound with the moon, which is deception. Look at that devil or that demon chasing the guy. This thing feels demonic. This feels demonic. For entertainment purposes only, this feels demonic. This is up in the sky. This is wheels with symbols. Wheels and symbols. What the fuck did you guys do to her? This is not impressing me. Look at all even the demons here. Even the demons in the fire. See him? See the demon in the fire? This is demonic. This is demonic. Is there anything that can be done? I'm going to go to my go-to deck. Is there anything that can be done if she is still alive to get her free? Can anything be done if she's still alive to get her free? The Chariot. Willpower. Control. It'll be very difficult. Why is there a Hand in Spirit? And here's this wheel with this symbols, all the symbols again. Shit! Well, Shelley, what in the heck happened to you? And I feel really bad that this cult sucked you in and did this to you. You know, let this be, for anybody listening, please be aware of cults. They're so dangerous. They are so, so dangerous. Is there any way that we could communicate with Shelley's higher self, if that's even possible? Can we communicate to her higher self? Yes. Another Hand in Spirit. Oh, God. I do not like to see all these hands in the spirit world, but we can communicate to her. Shelley, where are you? What happened to you? They stole me away. They stole me away. This is very bad behavior. That's the Seven of Swords. They stole me away. Kidnapped. What's with the wheel and all these symbols and snakes? Some evil thing on there. Some evil creature. Are you saying they worship an evil creature? So she went to have Judgment Day. They did judgment on her. They did a judgment day on her. She said, I sat there numb. I just sat through the whole thing. I didn't know what to do. She sat through the whole thing not knowing what to do. And the cult made the decision. The cult made the decision. Shit! Sorry. It's a death card. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I'm going to say to Shelly, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I'm at a loss for words right now. She's happy right now. Okay, thank God. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're happy right now. She said they thought that they could destroy my soul. Rip my heart out of me. She called in or met the angels or angel. Just for entertainment purposes only. Kind of feels like they literally ripped the heart out of her body, like it was some kind of weird fucking satanic ritual. Just for entertainment purposes only. But she made a spiritual victory. She, whatever this means. Whether she's alive or dead, we don't know. But she did make some kind of a spiritual victory. And she's talking about how evil the cult is, and they take people and they imprison their minds. They're satanic. They put people in prisons where they can't get out. It's demonic. Well, thank you for your higher self or whoever's communicating for Shelly. We now know that this is an evil entity, and putting a pentacle on here, the right side up. This is an upside down pentacle. I'm going to replace it with a right side up pentacle. I'm going to put my demon chaser on it. Put my demon chaser on it. And a Merkaba. And the infinity symbol. And a pyramid. I mean, how much more can we fit on this card? And a dodecahedron. I'm going to use some sound. Okay. Activate this. We don't need any more demonic institutions on the planet, but you know what you need to do to stay away from them is education. If it doesn't make sense, like if anything that's got like a leader who tells you how to think, don't want it. Walk away. You're perfectly capable of living life on your own and making decisions and connecting with anything spiritual that's loving and good by yourself. You don't need a cult. They suck people in, and then the worst fear is you can't get out. You get in there and you can't get out, and they could be more powerful than even anything. They could be so powerful. We have no idea how powerful they really are. And they have leaders who are pure evil for entertainment purposes only. Thank you, Spirit, and thank you, Shelly, or Shelly's higher self, for coming through. Thank all of you for being on this page, and I hope if this teaches you anything, please stay away from cults. What's a cult? It has a leader. It tells you how to think. The leader will tell you how to think, and everybody has to think that way. And if you don't think that way, then you get punished by the cult. You get punished, threatened, or worse. So if you're not in a cult right now, consider yourself lucky and blessed. And thanks for joining my YouTube channel. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to put them in the comment section. Nothing hateful, please. And I wish you a very wonderful day.